Right.
All right. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone can see my screen. Right. I think just a second. I think we should be all right. Yep, that's fine. All right. So, hello, everyone. My name is Nahyan Farooq. As you can see, today going to be talking a little bit about Curiosity Net. I'm just quickly going to I'm quickly going to be jumping into why Curiosity Net is important, what we're doing with it, and why is it so important to the case study. So, hello and welcome everyone to Pakistan EdTech Summit 2021. Just a second, once again. There we go. I think that should be all right. Cool. So, so it's a pleasure to be here at the Pakistan EdTech Summit, hosted by CXO Global Forum. I'm Nahyan Farooq, Chief Design Officer and co-founder at CuriosityNet. Simply put, we're the LinkedIn for students, and today I'd like to talk to you about why and how we've created a solution for students who are looking forward to creating opportunities for themselves and empowering themselves to thrust themselves forward in their student life and career, all the while catering to four United Nations Sustainable Development Goals: quality education, gender equality, decent work and economic growth, and partnerships for the goals. All of us have a vested interest in education. That's one of the reasons why we're all here. And since that is one of the wheels driving innovation into a future that we really can't grasp nor foresee, and COVID 19 has proven that. The unpredictability in all of this scenario is enormous. According to the World Economic Forum, almost one third of all jobs worldwide are likely to be transformed by technology by the year 2030. And COVID 19 has allowed employers to revisit their hiring practices by giving preference to the right skills over academic qualifications. The future, we believe, and I'm sure you believe as well, is a skills based economy. However, how are we preparing our younger generation for that? Through our education system, we're stigmatizing mistakes, undermining skills, and limiting all focus, energies, and confidence into getting a certain set of grades. However, we at CuriosityNet believe that students are much more than just a letter grade of four numbers on a paper. We're giving students a platform through CuriosityNet where they can express themselves more openly, creatively, professionally, and most importantly, describe their strengths and skills in their own words. Moreover, how many of us remember the struggle of college and university admissions? The problems ranged from not knowing where to start to choosing the best career to information about scholarships. And guess what? The same problem exists today. We conducted a market survey which confirmed that these are the top three pain points for more than 80% of the parents and students globally. And that is why we created CuriosityNet to address all of these problems, a professional network that allows students to create their own digital portfolios with academic and non academic achievements, interests, and skills. This fills up their feeds with personalized recommendations for scholarships, trending careers, and internships. They can automatically generate professional looking resumes so they become employable as soon as they graduate. What we're doing is we're cutting down to 2 to 3 years where employers are spending their resources, are spending time and money in order to create a proper employee. And those are the skills that we're equipping students with. That is why they become much more employable as soon as they graduate. They can also request recommendations from their institutions for admissions and job applications, all through their CuriosityNet profile. It is a web and a mobile app experience to offer a truly device independent experience, guaranteeing anywhere and anytime access. The mobile version is super popular among our users, as we could assume. These days, Generation Z is who we're targeting with this product, and that is why that mobile devices are where we're getting most of our engagement. On the other hand, we have institutions and organizations offering services to the students, and they're the primary source of revenue generation and user growth. B2B users benefit with AI driven smart filtering features to target top students for admissions, place advertisements and job listings, create dedicated user groups that we call fraternities and company pages. Institutions can improve their admissions process with up to 60% efficiency. The idea is that these B2B profiles have been created just so that companies and educational organizations can hand pick their future employees and future students, respectively. That is the idea behind CuriosityNet. On one hand, you have your student profiles properly created, properly curated with their skills, with their strengths, everything put there. And on the other hand, you have your educational institutions and companies who are looking to hire the best talent and students out there. The core team is made up of myself and the other co-founder at CuriosityNet, Zartaj Ahmed, who I believe just moderated a session at this event before me. We have a combined experience of over 2 decades in education, career counseling, and skill building programs between us. This dream team comprises of talented individuals who bring a dynamic experience of leading tech product development. The competitive landscape is actually very, very interesting. And there is a reason why we did want to discuss this during our case study. As you can see over here, some provide admission application support for students, but at the end of the day, they're all websites with information overload. Students do not have that much time. Students have tours, they have a debating practice to go to, a football practice, they have their studies, they're giving 2, 3, 4 different sets and types of exams. There's so much going on. And all of this information is not good for them. Plus, most of these, if not all of these, don't have communities that engage the Generation Z, who are our users. They focus on one aspect of the student life for platforms such as LinkedIn and Zing, which are only and dedicatedly for professionals. Whereas CuriosityNet is a one-stop solution for students globally. And being a community, it drives much better engagement for our users than any of its competitors. CuriosityNet's unique selling proposition is that it's a strong student-centered community, hence the LinkedIn for Students. Students can come onto this platform, they can connect and collaborate with each other in this safe and collaborative environment. Our go-to-market strategy, it essentially starts off in a classic startup growth manner by focusing on SEO, social media campaigns, brand ambassadors, and of course, swags and merch, and everything is essentially being run through student societies. And after that, we're looking into growing CuriosityNet at terminal velocity through our global affiliate partner program, which will allow us to create a robust partner network worldwide. Our global growth strategy, and global since CuriosityNet is not limited to South Asia or Pakistan, we want it to be a global product because it is catering to the global need of skills development. Our global growth strategy revolves around 3 major heads: accessing the mobile market, especially for regions such as Pakistan, India, and China, a light QNet experience followed by app, partnerships with local telecom communities, and then secondly, introducing CuriosityNet in local and regional languages, and finally, a local sales team that focuses on localized content and, of course, payment options as well. Allow me to show you on our roadmap and how we're essentially providing equal opportunities to the youth today to build a sustainable and inclusive world tomorrow through CuriosityNet, LinkedIn for students. All right, that's about it. If there are any questions, please do share that with me. I'm not too sure how we're going to be receiving the questions, but I'm sure there should be a way around here somewhere.
Nahyan, thank you so much for that amazing presentation. Seems like a great network. Just a quick question from the audience, and maybe you can just take answer this briefly. How students tend to get carried away with internet usage. How do you make CuriosityNet a safe environment for students?
Oh, I think that's a fantastic question. I love this question, and we've been asked this so many times, and it's super important to answer this as well. I think at the same time, what I'll do is let me know if you can still see my screen. Can you see CuriosityNet in action? Fantastic. So one of the things that we've done, and we've really looked at this, so I'll just quickly sign in so that everybody should be able to see what's going on. One of the things that we feel, well, first of all, it's heavily moderated. Me and our team of moderators, are logging into CuriosityNet every day. There's always someone from our moderation team, hour on the hour, who's sitting on CuriosityNet and essentially looking through the posts, seeing what's going on, how people are interacting. So as you can see right now, as of right now, we haven't really created an option to privately message anyone. So that's one of the things, because we feel through private messaging, moderation, and of course, through to security permissions, things become very difficult. That is why we feel through our moderation team, we've created a very safe environment for students where they can come together. Even if we, let's say we look at a few different opportunities. So I'm just going to jump onto groups, for example, right? Even our groups are very heavily monitored. Let's look at interview tips, for example. So if you jump onto interview tips, what you're going to see is there's a conversation, there's a discussion going on over here between different students, right? They're collaborating in this space, they're talking with each other, they're talking about interview tips, just getting a feel of the groups and how they can empower themselves with different tips. So essentially, that is how we've made it through our moderation team, through our security protocols, and since we're using Google framework, everything we feel is very, very safe on CuriosityNet for students.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time, Nahyan.
It was my pleasure.
It's been quite a lovely presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that will be all from this session. Stay tuned because we've got a very interesting panel discussion for you coming up next. It's about raising capital for EdTech. For those of you who want to learn more about the kind of work that CuriosityNet is doing or what Nahyan and Zertaj are doing, we've shared some links in the description, or you can approach us and we'll get you in touch with them. Thank you very much.